I know him since 2008. Just 16 years ago. So at that time, he was the coordinator for all the different Harinam Kirtan around St. Louis area. Now he is coordinator for the bigger area. So Lal Prabhuji, his formal introduction here. He is a spiritual leader, as I said, he's a leader in this area, Midwest area, and he is specialized in delivering discourses on our Vedic scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana. He is expert of Ramayana and all these Vedic scriptures. And Prabhuji is in this St. Louis area for over 2 decades now. And by his association, he has made so many, souls like us to adopt Krishna Bhakti and practice Krishna consciousness in their life. So very successful program in that area. Prabhuji is also a family man. He has a very nice daughter, and they live in St. Louis, of course. And he also has a job in IT sector in a telecom company. He holds master degree from Australia, and he is in this area for
thank you.
2001. So thank you so much. Again, please pay attention to what Prabhuji said. Anybody who has been to St. Louis Temple, they already know him. But those who are first time, you will be happy. You will never regret that you came here.
We'll see at the end.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. I'll just do some invocation prayer and then we can get started. Deyam sadha parivavagnam abhishtadoham Tirthaspadam Shiva Viranshrutim Sharanyam Bhrityartiham Pranatapala Bhavatipotham Vande Mahapurushate Sharanarvindam Vande Mahapurushate Sharanarvindam. Prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhavate uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. So we are all here gathered for an important event. One thing is that it's important that we're all coming here to hear from hear about Srimad Bhagavatam. That is itself important. Second is I heard the host had their Shraddha ceremony today, which is much more appropriate to have something on Srimad Bhagavatam. पंडित जी आप आइए बैठिए. So it is auspicious to do, especially Bhagavata Katha. It's called Saptaha for 7 days, especially on events like this. And sloka that I said, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That means if anyone is having some challenges in their life, they don't have clarity in their life, and some obstacles in their life, problems in the life, either physically or mentally or different forms. Their problems can happen in 3 forms: Adhyatmika, Adidevika, Adibhautika. That is, problems can be caused by one's own body and mind. We all know that. Even one may be very fit in physically going to gym and having all those yoga practices, but the mind may be torturing us. Then Adi Atmika. Adi Bhautika means even though if we are very strong and mentally and physically, but the living entities around us can cause problem to us. Even as unseen little virus can shake the whole world, which we saw a few years back. And Adi Devika is where the supernatural power that we don't have control of. Tornado, earthquake, all those different things that we can think of, forest fire, all these are caused by the power, supernatural power by the devatas. Therefore, we are always in this ups and downs in our life, goes through these things, problems. So nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. So we want to somehow or the other get rid of all the problems that we have in our life. For each one of us, our problem is much bigger than someone else's problem. Right? Always. We think our problem is to be a bigger problem than someone else's problem. So the three friends, they never been to the New York City. They are from somewhere in the countryside. And these three friends were thinking they have to go and make a vacation plan to go to New York City and go to the tallest building, Empire State Building, and see all those good things over there. So they worked hard and earned money and saved money, and they booked their tickets to New York City. And they all were very joyful, very happy. They three went, they booked a room at the top floor of one hotel. Top floor, 100th floor. From there, they can see pretty much the entire New York City. So they booked this window view where they can see from the top of where they stay. They booked. And they stayed for 3 days. They had a package, 3-day package. So they all went every day. They went on tour to different places. And one night they came back, middle of the night, after enjoying the places in New York. And when they came back, the receptionist said, "We have a problem with the lift escalators. It's not working. So we called for the technician to come and fix it. And it may take a couple of hours or even more than 2 hours." And the friends were very adventurous. They thought that, okay, why to waste 2 or 3 hours? Why don't we climb up to the stairs to the 100th floor? They all thought, okay, we can do that. But then to make their journey to the top floor much active, so they thought, why don't we do something interesting while we are walking to the stairs, up the stairs? He said, let's talk, now that we enjoyed New York City, let's talk about something which you felt that challenges in your life. What you felt as challenges. So three of us will share the most difficult time or miserable thing that makes other person feel miserable. The other two should feel miserable. Oh, this problem is much more than my problem. Right? So we'll talk about this thing as we go up to the 100th floor. And by the time we speak about all those things, we'll reach there. Because when we start about talking about the problems, we'll have so much to talk. Our problem, our neighbor problem, friend's problem, all this problem. So they all said, very good. Who wants to go first? He said, I'll go first. One of the guys said, I'll go first. And then he was just talking what all difficult challenges he went through in his life, his father's, how he went through his difficult situation to bring him in his life, and things like that. And then how his father lost his business, bankrupted, and all this thing he was talking. The other two was thinking, oh my God, so much problem in life. He was talking. And then by the time this person finished his problems, they crossed almost 30 floors. 30 floors walked stairs. And the second guy chance came. You tell what your problem is. This person started talking about how he has a health problem, his friends have health problems, his family has health problems, and all those different problems that he went through. That person spoke so much, they came almost to 95th floor. So much problem, he spoke 95th floor. Happily they reached. And the last guy was there. He said, now your chance, you only have 5 more floors to go. 4 more floors to go. And do you want to, what is your problem? He said, well, my problem is, if I'm going to tell my problem, then you will know your problems are nothing. You will be in a miserable condition if I tell what my problem is. And as he was telling her, it's okay, come on, tell, it's okay, we are all here to help each other, we are friends, we have to help each other. As they were talking, they came almost to the 99th floor. You didn't even start his problem. But then said, they walked to 99th floor, and said, please, at least now you have to tell what's your problem is. He said, I forgot our door key in the lobby. Do you understand what I said? Yes? That little girl, what's your name? What's your name? No. This is little one. Okay. With that said, we all have problems in our life. So the other side of the lake or village is always green, right? As they say. So other side is always attractive, always nice. And I'm the one who's always suffering and having problem more. My challenge is no one has in this world. But there are always, for us to always think the right way to think is, the way to be happy is when we are in miserable condition, we see people who are below us, what they're going through. You have to think like that. I'm always better than the other people. I'm not suffering them like them. I'm much better. But we think always the opposite. Anyway, so the topic for today is the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. How many of you heard about this called Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam? Okay. It's good if you don't know also. That's why we are here. So Bhagavatam. How many of you heard Bhagavad Gita? Now I'm going to yes. So Bhagavad Gita is so very famous, right? Sarvo Upanishado Gavaha Bhokta Gopala Nandana. Partavasu Sudir Bhokta Duktam Gita Matam Mahatam. Bhagavad Gita is so very famous because it is an essence of all the Upanishads. All the Upanishads. How many of you know what Upanishad means? Don't even know to worry about it. You know Bhagavad Gita, that is enough. Because Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the Upanishads. So you don't need to worry about it. All the Upanishads in the form of a cow, and the calf is Arjuna, and the milkman is Krishna. Krishna is milking the Vedas in a condensed way and giving to not only Arjuna, all the bhaktas who want to hear the Upanishad, essence of the condensed version of Upanishad. So the difference between, I'm making it easy, what is Bhagavatam and what is Upanishad is the host going to join us? Chandra, please come sit. Are you able to hear otherwise?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, very good.
Very Subrat.
Both of us are listening because we are taking care of, so that's why we're having this here.
Okay, very good, very good. Because it's especially important, Bhagavad Katha on the Shraddha day is very special that we hear. And I'm going to tell one story at the end, which is going to tell the importance of from Padma Purana, Bhagavata Mahatmya. We'll tell at the end. So the point here is, Bhagavad Gita is spoken by who? Krishna. It's about Krishna himself. Krishna speaks. Krishna himself, Krishna speaks. You don't go out and tell, you know how great I am. People won't appreciate it. But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about himself, how great he is. Right? Because no one else can speak and understand who Krishna is. Only Krishna has to come. If a CEO, if you're entering into a company, you're the first newly joined, it's the first day in your company. Or you're all students in universities. You enter into, you're coming from right from India, you enter into the university, you go into a department, and how do you know? Assume you have not seen the pictures of anyone from the website. Assume, right? You're entering into the department. There is a lecturer, there's a assistant professor, the professor, there's a dean, and there's so many different people. How do you know who's who? You, for one who entering into the department in the labs, for him everyone is same, right? So either you have to hear from someone who's in what roles, or someone who is in the highest position has come, hello sir, welcome to our department. I'm the dean, I'm the professor, I'm the head of the department. He introduced one. You cannot tell, you're very arrogant, sir. You're very arrogant. How can you tell yourself you're dean of this department? Well, if no one is in this room who knows me, you're all new people, I have to tell myself. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is similarly, Krishna speaks about himself just because many people doesn't know who he is. Therefore, he is the one who only knows who he is. He is the one, he is the source of all sources, cause of all causes. Therefore, he is the one who knows perfectly about himself. He can tell to all of us. That's why Bhagavad Gita, he says, Aham, I am so and so. But we do not talk Aham. We should not say, I am great. But God can say he is great. That's Bhagavad Gita. Now, what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is, Krishna did not speak Bhagavatam. Is Bhagavad Gita spoken about Krishna. Krishna speaks about himself, his glories. Bhagavatam is about Krishna spoken by his devotees, his bhaktas. That message is same. Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, his message is same. But the difference is Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna. Bhagavatam is spoken by Krishna devotee. Shuka Maharishi, Shuka Brahman, Shukadev Goswami. Different names are there. Okay. So this is the difference. Now we are gathered here on this very special day to speak about Bhagavatam, not in entirety. We cannot do that. But the glories of Bhagavatam. So I've divided the session for next hour or so. I've divided section into 6 parts. So you can keep count. And in that way, it is easy for you. Oh, he's going to finish it. Another 2 more to go. 1 more to go. You have a countdown. So that is why I'm giving you a count in the starting. So you can be happy and in peace of mind. Okay. Don't think, oh, indefinitely is going on. Keep on speaking. When is he going to end? Don't worry. I'm giving you some numbers here. 7 numbers. 7. First one is what is Bhagavatam? The reason for the name Bhagavatam. Number 1. Number 2, who wrote Bhagavatam? That's number 2. Number 3, why he wrote Bhagavatam? Number 3. Number 4 is what is the subject matter of Bhagavatam? Number 4. Number 5 is what is the essence of Bhagavatam? Okay, number 5. Number 6 is what is the benefit of reading or hearing Bhagavatam? Number 7, what is the Mahatmyam, glory of Bhagavatam? Number 7. Don't think so, oh, there's a lot of items. 7 will go very fast, don't worry. 7, only 7. Are we ready to get started with 1? Yes? Yes? Haribol. First one. Number 1 is, what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam, Bhagavat, idam Bhagavatam. That means that which speaks about God, Bhagavan, is Bhagavatam. Bhagavata idam Bhagavatam means that which speaks about Bhagavan is Bhagavatam. Number 1, 3 explanations are there. We'll go everything very quick. If you won't even know that, oh, we covered so much at the end. We'll be covering it. Okay. Just please give your ears and give your heart for next an hour or so. It will be beneficial for all of us. Because the very important thing is to hear, attentively hearing. At this time, just keep away all your thoughts outside this area. Keep your phones in a silent mode and then pay attention. Be present here physically and mentally. That is what is very important. Okay. So Bhagavata idam Bhagavatam means that which speaks about God. Bhagavan is Bhagavatam. Now, Bhagavan, what is the term Bhagavan? Bhagavan. You have to divide it into 2 parts. Bhaga and Van. Van means one who possesses. One who has something. Like for example, Vidyavan. Vidya means knowledge. Vidyavan means one who possesses a lot of knowledge. Is Vidyavan. Balavan. Balavan means, one who has a lot of bhala, power, strength. And you know what's the meaning of Himavan? Himalaya, right? The personality of Himalaya is Himavan. What is Himavan? Himavan, one which has a lot of ice, is Himavan. Right? So these are all ones, different ones, right? So what is Bhagavan means? One who possesses all the opulences. Vibhuti. Vibhuti means opulences. In the Bhagavad Gita, there is one adhyaya called Vibhuti Yoga. 10th chapter of 10th adhyaya, Vibhuti Yoga. The 11th one is Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. The 10th one is Vibhuti Yoga. Now Vibhuti means opulences. Opulences. Now Bhaga means opulences. Van means one who possesses the opulences. Now what is that opulences are? The Shastra says there are 6 opulences in total. 6 opulences. Jnana. First one is Jnana. Second is, it's not necessarily in order, that we can take it there. Jnana, Bāla, Vīrya, Śakti, Aiśvarya, Tejas. Don't worry about the technical terms. We'll make it very easy in English. English our mother tongue, so easy for us to understand. If you tell her, Jnana, Bāla, this is again old school, speaking all this Sanskrit language is very difficult. This is why we should not come to this class. No, don't worry. We'll all follow English. So, English. Jnana means knowledge. One who has lot of knowledge. Lot of knowledge. We all also have knowledge. But each of you who came here as a student, did you select and elect a particular subject to master in? Yes or no? Or you just came, I want to study everything here. First of all, over there in the embassy, if you say that I want to learn everything in America, is it? Go back home. Go home and sit and eat pakoda, kichadi. You won't want to send you, but you have to be very specific where you are going. What is the department? Who the professor is? What subject you are going to do? Right? What are the all those different questions will be asked, and you said, "This is why I am going to America. This university. Why not the other university? This one has this course I want to do here. Yes or no? Yes. Keep me also acting, please. Yes. Therefore, Jnanavan is not one subject matter, but Jnanavan means one who is thorough, has a complete knowledge of everything, all the subject. And that knowledge remains forever. For us, once we get out of school, we'll forget what we read in school. Once we get out of college, we'll forget what we read there. Once we finish our studies in university, we'll forget. We'll move on. That's our knowledge and capacity of our knowledge. But then the knowledge, this person that Bhagavan's knowledge is the knowledge, it's not restricted by time. It's forever he has that knowledge on all the subject matter. No restriction at all. That knowledge he has. Next. Bāla. Bāla means the strength to hold everything together. You know, this house, nice, beautiful house, has a foundation. And the foundation is put so strong, therefore this house is there, we all can happily sit in here. Right? But imagine the entire planetary system, the whole creation is someone is holding that. If that person is not holding, it's not going to be in a respective place. It's all going to fall off. So someone is holding that bhalam, hold of everything. He is the foundation. That Bhagavan is the foundation of everything. Okay, that bhalam. Vīrya. Vīrya means in this context, unchangeable. One does not go through any changes. We all went through changes. Do you know we all went through changes or no? Yeah, we were at one point of time a baby. Baby became a boyhood or a girl, and then a youth. You're all youth, and after youth you become a manhood. Don't tell me why you're not a womanhood. Just keep it simple. Man or woman, hood, some hood. You become then you become little middle age, and then become old. So we see that we have been changing as we are changing, but we still remember the previous things. Yes or no? At least to some extent we remember. That means the remembrance is there means something which is carrying that remembrance is not changed yet. Yes or no? That something, the processor or the device, the life of this body, something is there which remembers everything in the past. It's not that every birthday we keep changing names. Do we? We may like to change, but we have one same name for every birthday. That means that person is same person who is within ourselves. Only thing is that changing is this body. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani granati naro parani. Like how we change the garment, the dress that we have. Every day we change our dress. We are supposed to change our dress. Right? So we change our dress. Likewise, when time comes, we change the bigger dress called the body. And when we change the dress called body, that is called death. When we take a new dress called body, that is called birth. Krishna is saying these words from Bhagavad Gita, by the way, the second adhyaya. Dehinam asmin yata dehim kaumaram yavanam jara kata dehantra prapti dhira satta na muyate. That means the great saints and sages will not be worried about death. Why? Because they know very well, every time the body keeps changing. Even scientifically, we know it keeps changing. Right? It changes. But when the major change happens, why are you worried? Because you are not dying. You did not worry when you become from babyhood to childhood, childhood to youth. We never sit and cry, oh, I was a baby, I'm no more baby. We don't cry. Right? We are happily enjoying that moment as we grow. Of course, we cry when we become over. Oh, it was very nice when I was a boy or in the college. That time we will cry. That's a different cry. Right? So anyway, so that's the point here. Now, God does not go through any of these changes. The changes, even when you see, when you seen the picture of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, especially on the cover page where Krishna is riding the chariot, Arjuna is sitting in the back, yes? And was Krishna's beard white color or gray color or black color? Krishna's beard. Clean shave. Clean shave, man. How? And you know, it is said that he was 125 years old. He was 125 years old. And no gray hair, one single gray hair, no. And he was no wrinkles, no extra cosmetics, plastic surgery, nothing he did. He was naturally beautiful. Every time he is so fresh and clean. Very clean. Even if he doesn't take shower. In his childhood, one thing that Krishna does not like is to take shower. He was thinking, I miss party. But whereas Lord Shiva is very fond of taking shower every time. If you go to Shiva temple, you go to Shiva mandir, you can see there's a Shiva linga. On top of it, there's a drop. A small pot will be there. Water will keep on dropping from it. Krishna is Lord Shiva likes to take bath. Whereas Krishna likes to be modern. He likes to, Mother Yashoda calls and come on, Krishna, it's time to take, you have to go to school, come on, you're going to go to a friend, come take shower. He said, no problem. I'm all right. Krishna, you didn't even brush your teeth, no problem. Pressure, mouth pressure, that's fine. Why you have to brush every day? Why you have to take bath every day? Krishna is happy man. Yes. But as a follower of Krishna, we should not do that. So that Vīrya, unchangeable. Next is Śakti. Śakti is ability to combine two incompatible things. One more time, Śakti is something to combine the two incompatible things. That is the Śakti that the person has. That means, we'll see that one little later. We will cover that one also. You see, you never seen a man with a different man. Human means human, right? That's what it is. Animal means animal. But human and animal together is incompatible thing. Human and a lion together. That is Lord Narasimha, avatar of Lord. Half man and half lion. Right? And then the moon and sun and moon coming together on a particular season. Krishna made it happen on not in a proper season. So we can see from Krishna that he made things which is incompatible to be compatible together. That is his Śakti. Aiśvarya. Aiśvarya means a ruler. Ishwaratvam. Ishwaratvam means control, to rule over everything. I can be a ruler of my home, but I cannot come and rule over this home. They'll kick me out. Right? So everyone is a controller. Only limited control we have. But one who has control of everything, that is Ishvara. That is Ishvara. Ishvaratvam. One who can control everything and rule everyone. That is one of the opulence. And the last one is Tejas. Tejas means capacity and ability to work without anyone's help. We want to get some project done. We want to achieve something in our life. We definitely need some help from someone. If not a human, at least we need a laptop to do. You may tell that I don't need anyone's help, I can do it myself. Well, how are you going to? You need a light. You need some rooms to sit, some books to read, some laptop to do your assignment. You need all these external things. So we can't tell that I don't need anyone's help, I can do things by myself. Yes? But God is the one who doesn't need anyone's help because everything comes from Him. Everything comes from Him. That means it belongs to Him. Therefore, these are the 6 things. What are the 6 things make a Bhagavan, a one who possesses 6 opulences? Bhagavan means opulences. There are 6. Who possesses the 6 opulences called Bhagavan, and the 6 opulences are Jnāna, Bāla, Vīrya, Śakti, Aiśvarya, Tejas. I only explained in English what this. Now the question is, who is that Bhagavan? Question. We spoke about Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means we speak about Bhagavan. We spoke about what Bhagavan means. Who has 6 opulences. Now question is, who is that Bhagavan? You? I? One who does magics? One who is the richest man in the world? One who is can lift 300 pounds because he has Bāla? We all have this opulences in a minute little fraction. We don't have everything together in full. So who is that Bhagavan that we need to know is Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. Bhagavatam says, don't look for Bhagavan elsewhere. That Bhagavan who has all the 6 opulences in full is Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. That Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna is Bhagavan. In Bhagavad Gita, when Vyasa wrote Bhagavad Gita, he said, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Yes? Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samavedayu yutsavaha mamaka pandavas chaiva kim akurvata Sanjaya. Yes? That is Dhritarashtra spoke. Therefore, the book says Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Uvacha means Dhritarashtra said. Dhritarashtra spoke. Next, Sanjaya Uvacha. Okay. Next, Arjuna Uvacha. Next, there's one more person involved in this conversation. Who is that? Krishna, correct? Krishna is also there in the Bhagavad Gita, right? When Krishna comes, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Sanjaya Uvacha, Arjuna Uvacha. When Krishna spoke, Vyasa did not say Krishna Uvacha. He said Bhagavan Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Make sense? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. He didn't name by name. He said Bhagavan Uvacha. The question is, who is Bhagavan? One who has the 6 opulences, Bhagavan. So Bhagavatam speaks all about Krishna. It's all about Krishna. That is one meaning. We are in the first question. We have 6 to go. First meaning. Second meaning is not only speaks about Bhagavan Krishna, it also speaks about Bhagavatas. Bhagavata means the devotees of Krishna. Therefore, it is also called Bhagavatam. The first question, first answer, done. Check mark. Let's move on to the second one. What's the second question? Second question is, who wrote Bhagavatam? Vyasam Vasishta Naktaram Sakye Pautra Kalmasham Parasaratmajam Vande Sukatatam Taponidhi. If you know this sloka comes in Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. Vishnu Sahasranama. 1,000 names of Vishnu. In this, it talks about who is Vyasa. How many of you are familiar with Brahmaji? Brahma. We all know him as a creator. Yes? He creates all those things. Creator. Brahma's son is Vashishta. Vashishta Rishi, have you heard about this Rishi called Vashishta? Okay. Vashishta's son is a great Rishi called Śakti. His name is Self-Shakti. And Shakti's son is Parasara. Parasara Muni who wrote Vishnu Purana. Parasara. That Parasara's son is Vyasadeva. That is his forefather's history. In our family, maybe our father is famous, or maybe our grandfather was famous, maybe our great-grandfather was famous, right? But in this lineage of Vyasa, everyone is famous. Everyone is Brahma, Vashishta, Shakti, Parasara, Veda Vyasa. And I may be famous, not necessarily my children will be famous. In many times we see in the Hollywood and Bollywood and the great singers we have seen, they will be great. No address of their children. Even if they become a movie actor or a singer, they sing here and there somewhere, but they are not as famous as their parents. Yes or no? We have seen this in our thing, right? In Bollywood, especially. It's not. But Vedavyasa's forefathers are so famous, also his generation. His son is also famous. Who is his son? Sukha. Who spoke Bhagavatam. Sukha Goswami, Sukadev Goswami, Sukha Makarishya, Sukha Brahmam. These are different names. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. Right? Vyasa is Vishnu Rupa, means is avatar of Vishnu. So who wrote Bhagavatam? Vyasadev. Okay, Vyasadev. We are very indebted to Vyasadev, what he has done. And he's done a lot of things, by the way. We'll keep it short. But even though Vedavyasa wrote Bhagavatam, but it was propagated to the world by his son Sukadev. Sukadev. Sukha means a bird, parrot. So some say he has the face of a parrot. Some say because he spoke so beautifully like a parrot, his name is Sukha, and so forth. Okay? So that is who wrote Bhagavatam. We are done. 2 already over, knocked out. The third one. What's the third one? Why did they, for anything, if you're writing a paper, white paper or research paper or whatever it is, you just got up out of your sleep and start writing something? You got up one fine day and you started writing something for no reason. Will anyone do that? If you're writing an article, if you're writing a book, if you're writing anything, there should be a purpose behind it. Yes or no? You cannot write just like that. There should be a purpose behind it. So what is the purpose that Vedavyasa wrote this one? By the way, if you don't know who wrote Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is part of a great epic called Mahabharata. There are 2 itihasas. There are 2 itihasas and 18 Puranas. One of the Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam, that is what we are talking here. 2 itihasas, one we already spoke. 2 itihasas. One itihasa is what we said, Mahabharata. What is the second one? Ramayana. Ramayana was written by Valmiki Muni. Mahabharata was written by Vedavyasa. Ramayana has 24,000 slokas and Mahabharata has 125,000 slokas. In Indian unit, 125,000. That many slokas, so many slokas. And Ramayana came to glorify, come on, you know all Ram. So likewise, Mahabharata came to glorify Krishna, but that did not happen. That's where the problem is. Ramayana came to glorify Rama. Mahabharata, written by Vedavyasa, was supposed to glorify Krishna, but Krishna came a guest actor. He comes here and there, he goes as a messenger, he speaks a few words, 700 sloka, he goes there, he comes, he gives some sari to someone, he's running a business, Mafatlal business. He gives a sari to someone and then he comes again to eat some grain from Draupadi, he comes and goes, visiting professor. Right? After writing that 125,000 slokas, Vedavyasa was completely disappointed. If we know one sloka, how many of you know at least one sloka here? Any sloka? One sloka minimum. Right? Anyone here knows any sloka? Any sloka? Simple sloka. You may know, you are shy to speak maybe. Any slokas? If you don't, now that you don't know any sloka, right? Think that you don't know any sloka. Now you learned one sloka. How do you feel? As if you finished reading Vedas. As if you finished reading the entire thing. You feel so nice. I know one sloka. Shuklam Bharadram Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam. This, everyone should know this one at least. Or you must have heard the sloka. Simple sloka, everyone knows. Like that, if you know one sloka, we become so happy. But Vedavyasa wrote 125,000 slokas and he was not happy. Can you imagine? He was not at all happy. He was not happy. So Narada Muni comes. Everyone knows Narada Muni? Yeah, the frequent flyer. Yeah. He travels all over the world, every place. All over the place. And he comes to this ashram of Vedavyasa. I said, Vedavyasa, you don't seem to be happy. What's the problem? What's the problem? You didn't, you failed in your exams or what in semester? What happened? You didn't finish your exam assignment? You didn't get you didn't get a sponsor to do your H1? Where is the problem? Please tell me. I have an idea. Continue doing thesis section for another 6 more months. Is that what they're going to talk? Narada Muni asked, what's the problem? He said, my dear sir, Narada Muni, I wrote so many things, literatures. Lastly, I finished, the last project I finished was Mahabharata, but still I'm not happy. I don't know why, what's the problem is, I'm not happy. And Narada Muni said, I know where the problem is. What, tell me, before you write any literature, okay, there should be an agenda, there should be a goal, clearly mention what is the purpose of that book. Yes, you're writing a paper, then you have to, this is the subject. This is what it is. I'm going to explain further into the details into this article, in this book, right? So what is the reason for you to write Mahabharata? And then Vedavyasa said, well, it's to glorify Krishna. Go back and see what you've done. Please go back and read your own book. You spoke about Ganga Putra. Who's Ganga Putra? Bhishma. You spoke about Pandu Putras. Who are the Pandu Putras? Pancha Pandavas. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadev. You spoke about them. You spoke about so many. About Karna you spoke. Gandhari stories. Nala Damayanti. So many stories you spoke. How many times you spoke about Krishna, my brother? Bro, how many times? Then he understood his mistake. I made a mistake. Now Narada Muni gives an instruction. Now write a literature dedicated fully 100% only about Krishna. He got instruction from Narada Muni, and that is the reason Vedavyasa wrote Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. And after he wrote Bhagavatam, was he sad? This time he was joyful, blissful, happy. He was just so very happy. When the writer was so very happy, likewise, the people who are hearing will also become happy in their life by hearing Bhagavad Gita. That's the message. That's the message. So 3 knocked out. First one. Hello, come on. What is Bhagavatam? Number 2. Who wrote Bhagavatam? Number 3. Why? Now number 4. I'm not going to what is that. I will tell. At the end, I will ask this question. Okay. Number 4 is what is there in Bhagavatam? What's the subject matter in the Bhagavatam? There are 10 subject matters. There are 10 subject matters. First one is Sarga. I'm going to tell the terms and then I'll explain what it is. Okay? So that little bit of that language also let enter into our ears. It purifies us. Right? Sarga means creation. Primary creation. Creation is 2 categories. The primary creation is Sarga. Second, Visarga. Visarga is secondary creation. Primary creation and secondary creation. I'll just list these things out and then we can go into this thing. Sthanam. Sthanam means the planetary systems, how they are located, how they are situated, all those things. Next is Poshanam, means protection. Utihi. Utihi means what is the obstacles in our life? What are the obstacles in our life? That is Utihi. Uta. And Manvantara. Manvantara means the time calculation. There are 14 Manus in Brahma's a day. What are the lifetime of Brahma? That calculation has been given. And the next one is Ishanukata. Ishanukata is the incarnation of the Lord. Also, it is a story of the Bhaktas of the Lord. That next one is Nirodha. Nirodha means pralaya, means destruction. The world get destroyed at one point of time. This is also discussed. And the ninth one is Mukti, liberation. What is Mukti? How to attain Mukti? And the Ashraya, 10th one is Ashrayam. Ashraya means who is the one that we have to all take shelter at. Okay. First one is creation. Second one, that is Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Utihi, Manvantra, Ishanukata, Nirodha, Mukti, and Ashraya. These are the 10 items. These are the 10 topics that have been discussed. Now, let's spend 1 minute on each one and cover this. Okay, you're happy? Okay, not 10 minutes in each, 1 minute only. So you're all happy also. 1 minute. First one is creation. Do we have Lowe's or Mirage or Home Depot here? Yeah. Okay. So if you want to do a construction, extend this place and do something over there, you go to this shop and buy all the tools that's needed, the lumber and the electrical things and everything. And you come here, you sign a contract with a contractor or you do it yourself, some nice extension to this house. Yes? That is how we create something. Now, what we are creating now is called secondary creation. Because why? Someone has already created the materials, right? The material exists. I go and buy the material, come and do the extension to this house. So I become a secondary creation. This is called Visarga. But who created the material for me to create the house? That is called Sarga. The Lord is the one that Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, provides a material, Prakriti. This Prakriti of different things. Prakriti, Mahan, Ahankara, and then that turns into 3 gunas, Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. From them comes Panchabhuta, and in the 5 elements called earth, water, fire, air, ether. For any creation, we need these 5 things: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Without these things, we cannot do. Like without the lumber, without the electrical wire supplied by the Home Depot, I cannot do anything here. Therefore, God creates all these elements first. God creates it. That is called Sargam. That is spoken in Bhagavatam. How is done? Who does that one? Next is Visarga. Visarga means with all this material, now I start building bodies. American body, Chinese body, Indian body, dog body, cat body, snake body, different bodies, different things that get created. Who does that one? Brahmaji. Brahma has been elected 2 days back as a president to be created. Right? He's been elected. He takes a position as Brahma and he starts creating all these things. He may create, but someone should be there to hold everything together. That Brahma cannot do. Sthanam, put everything in the right place. The grahas, the position of earth, sun, moon, all the stars, and hold everything together. That is who does that one. That is also spoken in Bhagavatam. Sthanam, in the right position. And Poshanam. Poshanam means one may create, one may put everything in place. For this house, for example, this house is being made nicely, and they put the piano here, they put the couch here, they put the TV over there, everything is there. But even though everything, all the objects are in their place, it has to be taken care. Yes or no? You just lock the house and go out and come back, it all be in a mess. Someone has to maintain this. Poshanam. Someone has to maintain this. Who maintains everything? Even though Brahma creates, someone has to maintain. Brahma doesn't maintain it. The maintenance also go to that Aiśvarya, Krishna. Krishna is the one who maintains it. Krishna is the primary creator, appoints Brahma as a secondary creator, and then he puts everything in place, and then he maintains everything also, Poshanam. Okay. Now, Utihi. Utihi means, okay, all these things are nice. Something has to be a problem that constantly happens in my life. Why am I suffering in my life? You may not be asking this question because you're young and you're students here. You may not find problems so much. Your problem is different problem from my problem anyway. I went through your student life. That time that was problem for me. Now your problem is like a mustard seed for me. Right? It's all differs. Likewise, now why am I suffering in this world? What is the cause of my suffering? Well, it's all because of whatever good things, bad things we have done that comes back to us. That is what called as karma. Karma. So what you do good things, you get good result. You do bad things, you get bad result. As simple as that. As simple as that. Everything is revolved on our karma that we did in the previous anadi kala, means many lifetimes, not one lifetime, many lifetime. We cannot even trace back. So many karmas we are done, and one lifetime is not enough to finish and suffer. Many lifetimes are needed. Bhagavatam speaks about this. And if you do this sin, you go to that, you get this punishment, and you'll go to that hell. Different hells are there, by the way. That is also explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. 28 types, we all only know Narak, right? We say Naraka, Naraka, Naraka. Swarga, Naraka, Swarga, Naraka. Right? But actually Naraka in Bhagavatam, there are 28 Narakas. 28 types of Narakas. There are more, but only no mention 28 Narakas. For example, a guest is coming to your house. I'm giving a simple example. Your guest is coming to your house, whom you don't like. You never invited him, but he's coming. He came. The host is, look, our host is all great, but that host is staring at him. He's looking at his wife. And then wife is like, not me, not me. They're all speaking through their eyes. Not me, I didn't invite him, I didn't send him a text message. Somehow this message went to him, I don't know. Right? So he comes. A guest who is coming, Aditi, who coming to our house, uninvited guest who's coming to our house, we stare at him with anger, with envy, things. That person will go to a hell where his eyes will be plucked multiple times. Not one time, multiple times will be plucked out. Like Tamishra, Raurava, Maharaurava, Kumbhipaka. These are all names, by the way, this is all like Carbondale, St. Louis, Kansas City. Like that, what I'm telling now is, these are all names of that hells. Kumbhipakam. There is one particular hell. How many of you are, you're all angry. How many of you like to eat French fries? Be frank, come on. Yeah, there you go, French fries. You take a burger, burger doesn't go without French fries. And you need to have that drink also, Coke or something, right? But anyway, I'm not marketing any of these things. But just an example. Okay, you have to take a burger, there's a Coke in your thing, and there's also some sticky sticks called French fries. How they make it? They have this nicely cut, machine cut potatoes, long potatoes. They put it into the container which has a lot of holes in it, and they just put it inside the boiling oil, right? Boiling oil. They take it out, French fries, hot French fries is ready. Just put some pepper on top of it and salt and dip it in the sauce. So tasty, yeah, very nice. If you like French fries like that, if you've eaten the living entities, other living entities, they suffer, you will also become like a French fries in a hell. They will make you French fries. If you start frying animals, you will also become French fries. They will do it multiple times. So anyway, that's one thing. And Manvantra means the change of Manu. In one day of Brahma, 14 Manu goes through changes. 14 Manus, they've appointed Manus, they go through changes. Now here's a small calculation. Please pay attention so we can understand what's spoken in Bhagavatam. You please tell me, in one day, how many hours are there? 24 hours? 24 hours. What makes 1 week? 7 by 24. 7 by 24 makes 1 week, correct? How many days makes 1 month? 30. Keep it simple. Don't tell 28. If it is, you're talking about February or March. Let's keep it simple. Thank you. 30. Let's keep it there. This all calculations are confusion, by the way. In Vedic system, everything is 30. It's all changed over the period of the time. According to that particular ruler or king, they want to have extra days here and there, and they made it all this confusion. But otherwise, in Vedic system, 30. A masa has 30 days. How many days are there in a year? 365. That is also confusion. Let's keep it 365. 365 days. 365 days makes 1 year. Okay. Now, please hear carefully. The period that we are here now is called Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, correct? This place called Kali Yuga. The period, the age we are in called Kali Yuga, not Iron Age, Stone Age, like that. Now what we are is called Kali Yuga. This Kali Yuga, the total duration of Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. How many? 432,000 years is Kali Yuga. And guess what? Which year we are in? 2024, correct? You thought only 2024. No. That is why the English calendar is different. Vedic calendar is different. We have passed 5,000 plus years. 5,000, we are not 6,000 yet. We are 5,000 plus years into Kali Yuga. That means 428,000 left for Kali Yuga to finish. Kali Yuga to finish. Now, double this number. 432,000. You must be thinking, I came here, oh my God, on a Sunday afternoon. We thought we'd be relaxing and hearing something. He's giving math calculation and all those things. But this is only little bit, just tolerate. Okay. The 2 times of 432,000 years, that is 864,000 years, is the duration of Dwapar Yuga, which was previous to Kali Yuga, where Krishna appeared. Okay. What is prior to Dwapar Yuga? Treta Yuga. 3 times of Kali Yuga.
Yep.
That is 3 times of Kali Yuga. You just multiply. I'm not going to do this, man. Okay. 3 times of that. Before that is called Krita Yuga or Satya Yuga. That is 4 times of Kali Yuga. 4 by 432,000 years is Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga. Where Narasimhadev appeared, Kurma avatar appeared, Matsya avatar appeared. All those 5 main avatars appeared in Satya Yuga only. They appeared. So this 4 yugas together is called one Chatur Yuga. One Chatur Yuga. Now, 71 times of this Satya Yuga, this is Chatur Yuga, is one Divya Yuga. 71 times. 14 Divya Yuga is called one Manvantra. In one Manvantra. Okay. Like that 14 times is one daytime of Brahma. One daytime of Brahma, you calculate all these things, it's just one daytime, not even nighttime. Daytime of Brahma. Equal is nighttime. How long he must be living? And by the way, current age of Brahma is 50. He just completed 50 years. That's all. He has another 50 more years to go. These are the details and calculations are given in Bhagavatam. It speaks about the Manvantra. Next is Ishāna Katha. Ishāna Katha, the different incarnations, Matsya, Kurva, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Parasurama, Rama, all the different avatars has been explained beautifully. 9 cantos. Bhagavatam is 12 cantos. Khandas, 12 volumes. Of 12 volumes, 9 volumes speaks about various avatars. And the 10th and the 11th one speaks about only about Krishna. Only about Krishna. Different avatars and different devotees spoken in Bhagavatam, Ishānu Katha. And the Nirodha means dissolution, Pralaya. This dissolution happened. There are different types of Pralayas. Nitya Pralaya, Naimitika Pralaya, Prakrita Pralaya, and Mahapralaya. That is Pralaya, every day Pralaya happens. Nitya Pralaya. That means we die. We die means we keep constantly hearing, someone passed away, someone died, etc. Right? So die, that is called Nitya Pralaya. Constantly, world is going through the death. Everywhere people are dying. Nitya Pralaya. Naimitika Pralaya, where the Pralaya happens when Brahma goes to sleep. Brahma also sleeps, by the way. His daytime's finished, night times he goes to sleep. When he goes to sleep nighttime, out of 14 planetary system, there are 3 planets, Bhu, Bhuva, Swarga. These 3 planets get filled with water, destroyed. When he gets up in the morning, he again creates them. This is called Nitya Pralaya. Next is Prakrita Pralaya. Prakrita means the entire Prakriti, the whole thing is get destroyed. Everything, all the creation, everything get destroyed and go back to the creator. That is Krishna. It all goes back to Krishna. And again it comes out of Krishna. This is Prakrita Pralaya. Adyantaka Pralaya. The last one is called very important. Out of this 4 Pralaya, everyone dies, they take birth. Brahma goes to sleep, he creates again, we come back to life. Prakrita Pralaya, everything gets destroyed. When creation happens, we come back again. But last one is Pralaya. It's also called Pralaya. But that Pralaya, when we go through, we doesn't have to come back again. That's called Mukti. Adyantika Pralaya. We don't need to come back. We go back. That is also one type of Pralaya. So this is also described in Nirodha. And the 9th one is Mukti. Mukti means liberation. What is Mukti? What is Mukti? Mukti is to leave the body, finish our karma, get rid of our vasanas, go back to God in Vaikuntha or Goloka, and over there we engage ourselves in the eternal service of God. That is called Mukti. Mukti doesn't mean that we become no one. We completely become a zero, or we become merged with some Brahman. It's not like we go back to the spiritual world and there we engage in the service of the Lord over there. And that is Mukti. And that service when we do, we'll be much more happier than the service that we are doing here. That is number 9. Number 10, Aiśvarya. Okay, all these things are good. Who is that person I need to surrender to do all these things? That is Krishna. Krishna. We have to surrender to Krishna towards his lotus feet. And then that's the only way that we can be saved. So that is number 4. First one? No. First question. 4 questions we have finished. First one. What is Bhagavatam? Number 2? Who wrote Bhagavatam? Number 3? Why he wrote Bhagavatam? Number 4? Content of Bhagavatam. Yeah, content. Now, the 5th one, just 5, 6, 7. Oh man, we are there. Almost there. Number 5 is the essence of Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam has 12 cantos, 12 volumes. Okay. And many things that we can get an essence from each of these cantos. We'll only select some of them and go through real quickly in few minutes. What are the essence? In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it's about the message that we can get from that is how even God becomes crazy. Human goes crazy. God also becomes crazy. When does he become crazy? Bhakta Vatsala. Bhakta Vatsala means he becomes completely surrendered to his bhaktas. The great devotee, he becomes his servant. Bhakta Vatsala. He becomes so crazy when he sees his devotees. Bhishma. This now we are going to talk a little story here. Bhishma in the Kurukshetra war, he said, I'm going to finish. He took a vow that either I will finish Arjuna or I will make sure Krishna breaks his promise. What promise Krishna made? Who knows? Exactly. He said, I will not lift a weapon. I am not going to fight in the battlefield. Right? So Bhishma said, he took a promise that either I have to win or Krishna has to win. How? Either I will kill Arjuna or Krishna has to take a weapon. Let's see what's going to happen. So they fought so much. And each and every arrows was just pointed to Arjuna, and Arjuna he got bewildered so much. And Krishna at that point, when he sees his devotees in the distress, he cannot take any further. There's an important message for us. When we become a devotee of Krishna, God, our life is completely protected by God. We don't need to worry about anything. When we try to minus God and try to protect ourselves, guess what? There is a lot of problems. Because we are depending on our strength to save ourselves. Whereas if we depend on God's strength to save us, guaranteed we'll be saved. Yes or no? Yes. Therefore, when Arjuna was in such a problem, Krishna said, I am ready to be a failure. I can fail, but I can never let my devotee fall. Right? So he broke his promise. He took the wheel of the chariot, rushed towards Bhishma. So that is why God becomes even crazy when in so much love of his devotee. That is that we learned from the first canto. Second canto, where he gives a shastra. In the second canto is where he creates this world. From his Nabi Kamala, means from his navel, a lotus flower comes. Right? You must have seen this picture, Mahavishnu sleeping, and from his navel a flower comes out, lotus flower comes, right? And on that lotus flower, who is sitting? Brahma. Brahma is sitting. Brahma was this little baby. And the baby, as soon as born, he doesn't know what to do. The baby was going all the ways in the dark place, trying to find what am I supposed to, and things like that. At that time, he heard a word, two syllables, tha, tha, tapa. Then Brahma did tapasya. Tapa means tapasya, tapa, austerity. He did tapasya. Through that, Krishna gave the Shastra Jnana, Shastra, the Vedas, Gayatri, everything he gave to Brahma. So from the second thing, the Lord gives Shastra. Jnana comes from the Lord. Jnanananda mayam devam nirmalam patika kritim adhara sarva vidyanam hayagrivam upasmahe. This is a Jnana, that is Hayagriva, that is Lord Krishna in the form of Hayagriva, gives the knowledge. The Lord is the one who gives the knowledge. If you want to shine in your education, you don't need to worry about it. Pray to the Lord. Lord is the one who gives all the knowledge. That's from the second canto. Third canto is the Lord does not tolerate anyone who offends his devotee. Anyone who offends his devotee. Anyone wants to drink some water, anything, you're thirsty, you're all okay so far? We are almost done. We are in the fifth one. But if you want something to drink or something, please go ahead and get, so that you can stay here for another few more minutes, actively participate. Okay. So what happened is, Sanat Kumaras are four mind sons of Brahmaji. They came to Vaikuntha. When they came to Vaikuntha, they asked for entrance into the Vaikuntha to see Lord Narayana. But then a doorkeeper, security guard, right? Security guard, they said, no, you cannot enter here. The security guard name is Jaya and Vijaya. Jaya Vijaya. They said, no, you can't enter here. And then the four boys became they're small boys, but they're great jnanis. They become so very angry, they curse them. You become demons. They curse them. They curse them. But the Lord from inside came, rushed outside. He came, so what happened? What happened? And then the Satur Kumara said, my dear Lord, out of anger, we cursed your devotees, we cursed your doorkeeper. We are very sorry. We are very sorry. But you know what the Lord said? Narayana. The Lord said, no, they have to be punished. They must be punished because you are my devotees. They offended you. Therefore, the Lord does not tolerate his devotees being offended. The Lord can tolerate he being offended, but he cannot tolerate when his devotees getting offended. This is an important message that we need to learn, and that is there in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the fourth thing, the Shastra Jnana. Shastra Jnana, where Dhruva, the second one in second canto, we saw how the Shastra was given to Brahma. Right? How to create this world, how to do all those things, that is given, that knowledge was given to him. Now, in the story of Dhruva Maharaj, in the fourth canto, Dhruva was a small boy, 5-7 years old. 5-7 years old. That's all he was. He got angry with his father because the father did not let him sit on his lap. That's all. The father did not let him sit on his lap, but he took another son, made him sit. That made him very upset, very angry. Because that son was his father's another wife's son. So he got so very angry, he went and asked his mother, Mom, what's going on here? Why, what to do? You have to pray to Vishnu, only he can save you. Where is Vishnu? Tell, I'm going to go and meet him, ask him. I want something bigger than my father's kingdom. Where to go? I think many sages and great rishis says God is there in the forest. I don't know he's in the forest or not, but everyone goes to the forest and meditate and see the God. That's all I know. Oh, then I'm going. A 5-year, 7-year-old boy saying, I'm going to the forest. He didn't even worry about anything. He did not pack his lunchbox. He did not take his iPad. He did not take his Xbox, the cell phone, nothing. No wireless connection, no connection, no Wi-Fi in the forest. In a forest without being a cell phone in our hand and no wireless connection is like being in the forest. So miserable. Forest without phone is like without, everything in our life. We lost. But Dhruva went to the forest and meditated upon the Lord, and the Lord appeared in front of him. And the little boy doesn't know what to speak. If some great person comes into your house, you don't know what to do, you rush here and there and do, you don't know what to do at all. Like, you don't know what to say and what to speak, right? Like Vidura, that is the highest bhakti. When Krishna came into his house, to Vidura's house, he don't know what to give, he gave the peel, banana peel, right? So that is the high class of bhakti. We don't copy that. Vidura gave peel. I gave peel to my guest also. We don't do that one, right? We have to give the best one. We are not in the bhakti of Vidura. Likewise, so here, Dhruva came, the boy came, he doesn't know what to speak. The Lord with his conch, Shankar, he touched him. And he started speaking stotram. In Bhagavatam, there's a beautiful stotram, a Dhruva stotram. He speaks great things about the Lord. That is in the 4th canto. Then in the 5th canto, he says, anyone who is in the path of bhakti, for some reason, you slip down from bhakti. You are a great devotee. Somehow or the other, you get attracted to something. What happens? Big question comes. I was a great devotee chanting 16 rounds Mala one time. Now I don't even chant. What to do? I was attending Bhagavad Gita, I was attending our Rupilas Prabhu's classes, and then I got into this bad relationship, and I left the class, attending classes, left chanting, did everything wrong, went into some path. What is going to happen to you? Anyone ever thought about things like that? That means you're all great devotees. But there could be someone who was doing everything pakka, very nicely. Somehow they slipped off and went into the wrong direction due to something. What about them? Krishna is going to reject them. You are not chanting my name. In 1920, you were chanting. Now you're not chanting. He's going to punish you. That is why 5th canto of Bhagavatam, the story of King Bharata. There was a great King Bharata. He was a great bhakta. He left everything in his life. Beautiful wife, beautiful kingdom, beautiful children. Everything was fantastic. No one who has such thing will never feel like leaving them and going. So nice. Life was very nice. But he renounced everything and went to the forest to completely focus on the Lord in the bhakti. He went there. He went to the forest. He was doing everything nicely. But tell me, what happened to him?
He saw a newborn deer abandoned, and then he thought to take care of the deer as a father.
Exactly. He left a beautiful children, beautiful wife, beautiful everything, and finally he got attracted to a small deer, baby deer, which doesn't have a mother, father, no one knows. It was just there with no one to take care of it. He went and took it. Not only took it, brought to his ashram. He put diaper to it, gave a feeding bottle, milk, and he gave a sucker whenever whatever sound it makes. He started giving a sucker so it's be quiet when he's doing meditation. But when he was meditating, the deer will come to close. It licks with affection. He said, "Arey beta, I'm doing meditation." Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And then he started, and then he kept the chanting beats, and he started using counter. Now our latest style of chanting is no more chanting beats. There's a counter. It counts. You just want Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Tang. It rolls to number 1. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Tang. Number 2. No more beats. And then he was with the counter on his left hand, is pressing the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. He's feeding also Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram. And then a WhatsApp message also. Hare Krishna. He was doing all those things. Then it was so much, then he slowly put that counter also into his box safely. And in mind he started chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So chanting beat went. Counter is worst. That also went. Now he started chanting inside his mind. That is also gone. That is also gone. One fine day, this deer was missing. The deer was missing. He was so much mad and in love with this deer. He cannot survive without this deer. He was looking, where are you? A moon-like, star-like eyes and strawberry-like lips. And he was started to, like a movie song, he started describing and how nice this deer was. I cannot live without the deer. He was just thinking about the deer, thinking about the deer, thinking about the deer. He came to the hill and the top of the hill and tip of the hill, he fell up, thinking of the deer. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tarityante kalevaram. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 8th Adhyaya, he says that whatever you think and die at the time, and whatever you think at the time of death, that is what you will attain in your next life. So guess what the great king Bharata became in the next life? Yeah. But this time he remembered everything, he was very careful, and he died, left the dear body, and he was born in another Brahmana family, and that time his name was Jada Bharata. Jada Bharata. And in this life, he perfected himself and went back to Vaikuntha. So the point here is, God does not reject anyone. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even little bit of devotion service, little bit of bhakti we do, God will remember. None of us even may forget, but God will remember. And He will help us to progress slowly, slowly, slowly and come to His point. That is, we learned from that particular canto. The next one is 6th canto. In the 6th canto, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. That means in the 6th canto we learn that the only easiest way in the Kali Yuga is not by tapasya, not by reading the Shastras, not by doing big dana dharma. Very easy way to get out of this Kali Yuga, to attain moksha, is told in the 6th canto of Bhagavatam. That is the story of Ajamila. Story of Ajamila. Ajamila was born in a Brahmana family, but then his route changed into a wrong direction. Very wrong direction. He did all nasty things. He was at the deathbed, 80 plus years old, on the deathbed. He's going to die. Because he has done so much sin in his life, obviously, he's going to be elected to go to which loka? Swargaloka? Narakaloka. So much he has done. Narakaloka. So he is going to die. At that very moment, the Yamadutas came. The messengers of Yamadutas came. Servants of Yama came. They were to look only, very, very scary. They came with the rope and they were coming and smiling and laughing at him. And as soon as this guy, Ajamila, saw, he started screaming, calling out his son. He has many sons. Last son, he called out his son's name, Narayana! Everyone. Narayana! Come on, you didn't do it. You also, everyone. Narayana! From there, louder. Narayana! He called his son. He didn't call the Lord with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Narayana. He called his son Narayana. This is why in Indian tradition, they don't keep name Chikku, Bukku, all those names. Right? In the Indian culture, in the Indian tradition, the children are given the name of God. Why? At least at the time of death, he calls God's name. God is even happy if you call your son's name, Narayana, Krishna, Radhe, whatever. Somehow or other, at the time of death, you will call your children's name. And that Atma will be saved. Nowadays, people sometimes they have a name of Narasimha, but then they call Nachu. Like Nacho's chips. Nachos. Right? All these names have been shortened so easily to pronounce, they miss out the point that why even you kept these names. Anyway, so he called some name Narayana. At that very spot, the Vishnu Dutas came and they kicked them off and saved this guy. And he went to, he was so thankful. He remembered, what a sinner I am. But just because unconsciously, intentionally, I called Narayana's name, that to my son's name, the Lord is so very grateful. He gave me a second chance. Second chance. This time he became very serious. He went to Haridwar, he perfected his life, he went back to Vaikuntha. That we learn from this particular sloka, the 6th canto. Just few more. 7th canto. In the 7th canto, we see how the Lord keeps up the devotee's promise. Devotee makes any promise, he fulfills this. How do we learn? In Prahlad's story. In Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu is asking. Hiranyakashipu is a bad guy. By the way, I'm assuming some of you know these names. If not, I'm very sorry. You can hear more details later from Rupa Vilas Prabhu. Hiranyakashipu was a demon, but his son was a great bhakta. So Hiranyakashipu, the father, was ready to kill his son because the son was a great devotee of Krishna. He was ready to kill him. So he asked, where is your God? Show me. Show me where is your God. Right? Is your God in this pillar? In that pillar? Over here? There? He said, God is everywhere. Tell me where exactly. Is he in this pillar? He said, yeah, he is also there. So to keep up the promise of his bhakta, Prahlad, the Lord appeared from that pillar to save his bhakta. And he killed Hiranyakashipu. That we can learn. From the 8th canto, we can understand that Lord can go to any extreme to do anything for his bhakta. The story of Bali Maharaj, Mahabali Chakrabarti. Mahabali Chakrabarti. This is a big story. We are just seeing all in a very flash, right? So, there was the Devatas, the demon, king of demon called Bali. Bali took over the heaven, kicked off all the Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, all those were gone. They are homeless now, having their board. Please, homeless, give us something. Carrying the board and walking on the signals on the roads. That they become like that. The Devata's mother, Aditi, she prayed to the Lord, my dear Lord, please do something. My sons are homeless. I don't know where they are. Please do something. Kill this Bali Maharaj and give the kingdom back to him. And Lord said, I cannot kill Bali. There's a reason behind why he doesn't want to kill Bali. But I can get you the kingdom by any means. See the greatness of the Lord. By any means, I'll get you the kingdom. And you know what he did? The Lord was the owner and creator of this entire creation. He went as a small dwarf, Vamana, and went and begged. He went and begged. He doesn't need to beg. He can go, hey, he can just give him a slap and get the kingdom. He could have done that one. But he went and begged. Please, I want 3 foot piece of land and etc. What? God can go to that extreme if anyone surrendered to him. That we can learn from that particular canto, the 8th canto. In the 9th canto, just a few more, 9th canto, we can learn from this one, the Lord will protect us from any danger. Amrish Maharaj story. The story of Amrish Maharaj, a great king of Amrisha. He did Ekadashi Vrata. He did perfectly. And on one day, he's going, next day morning, Dwadashi, you have to break the Ekadashi on the right time. So he was ready to break his fast. That time, the great Rishi Dhruvasa came. Dhruvasa, if you don't know him, he is a great angry guy. Very much into that, always angry. So he comes. He said, I'm very hungry. Give me something to eat. I'm going to go take shower and bath and come in the river. Right? By then, you keep everything ready. I'll come and eat. But Dhruvasa went. But the time is tick, 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 tick. The time is going on. We have to break the fast in the given time. So Amrish Maharaj didn't know what to do. And then the advisors were there. He said, no problem. You just take few drops of water. You take the water. It is as good as you broke. It is as good as you didn't break. Because when the guest is there, you should not eat inside the room. Guest will be sitting here. As soon as someone rings the bell, that is when this guy will take extra of sauce and chapati and everything, go into that room and say, hey. Right? We should not do that one. You have to give the best to the guest. Even if we starve, we have to treat the guest very nicely. That is our culture. That is Sanatan Dharma. So when the guest is waiting, is not eaten yet, So he don't know what to do. That's when he got this advice. So you take few drops of water. It is as good as not breaking it. So he took it. But then Durvasa Muni, no. He understood with the Siddhi. Yes, no. Oh, you broke the fast. I'm going to kill you now. He plucked out of one hair. We can also try this one, by the way. You must, why is out of anger, why is he plucking his hair from his head? Look, he's a rishi. He plucked and he chanted some mantra. And he did this one. A demon came out of the hair. Anyone wants to try that? Just pull one hair and then see what, not others' hair, your hair. By the end of this thing, you'll all be like this. What is he speaking? You're going to pull your hair. Right. So anyway, but then when the demon was invoked, Amrish Maharaj was standing still. He was not trying to say, Arey Baba, what? He didn't do anything. He was just quite cool. Many times in our life, when difficult situations happens, all we have to do is try to stay cool at that moment. When we are not cool at that moment, we panic. We are prone to do mistakes. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is a very important life lesson. We are going to face challenges in our life. At that time, we are going to hear some bad news. At that time, do not panic. Just stay cool. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he was cool. What happened was, because he was cool, the Lord Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, the Lord Sudarshan Chakra came and saved him. So we will also be saved. We don't have to be worried too much about it. That is 9th canto. 10th canto, 3 more, and then we can move on to the last 2 items. And that is very short, by the way. 6 and 7 is super short. Okay. So the 10th one, the 9th one, we saw Amrish Maharaj. 10th one is where Krishna Leela, again, Krishna is full of tattvas, full of philosophy, full of messages. We can't speak, that can be a separate class by itself. Okay, but we'll just take one point out of it. That is, if we are in the connection, in the association of devotee, that person is saved. You know what Krishna likes? Everyone knows this one. Very easy answer. What does Krishna like when he was a small boy? What he was like? Butter. Why butter? Why this dairy product? Why not something else? Why not apple, oranges, or some khichdi? Why milk product? Because the butter, the milk are coming from the cows of Vrindavan. And the butters are churned and made by the gopis. And the gopis are very dear to him. That which is touched by the devotee becomes Krishna's favorite. That is why Krishna likes butter. It's not like something who likes butter and cheese and put extra topping of cheese on the pizza. It's not like that. Because Krishna doesn't even touch the butter which is not touched by his devotees. You go and offer the cheese to Krishna. Is Krishna going to like cheese? Comes from the market? No. Krishna likes cheese because that cheese touched by the devotee is given to Krishna. That cheese Krishna likes. Don't ask me whether cheese is allowed or not. That's not the topic here. Butter. Let's keep it butter. Therefore, the message for all of us is this message. When we somehow or other stay in the shadow of the devotee of Krishna, we will be protected. Now, a small story. There was a group of people went in yatra. A yatra which is on the top of the hill, right? Inside the forest, top of the hill. The driver was driving. The passengers were there. Then one girl was also sitting there. And the girl was busy reading some books and doing some coloring and painting in the cars. But somehow or the other, while they were driving, the car got into an uncontrollable situation, slid, and then started going in all different directions. And the passengers who are Yatra members were panicked. They don't know what to do because it's the last moment they're going to do, because that speed, they're going to crash and hit head-on. They're going to die. But this girl was dressed, drawing, and peacefully sitting there. And the driver, somehow the other, he managed to reduce the speed and go and hit on a tree and saved. No one, no crash, nothing, no life thing happened. Everyone was safe. But car is gone, but everyone is safe. Somehow he managed to save everyone. Doors open, everyone came outside. And the passengers asked, the first question they asked is, turned towards the girl and asked, do you know what happened in the last 5-10 minutes? You know what happened? The girl said, yeah, the car was out of control. But you are cool. How was that? It looks like you don't know really the seriousness of what has happened. And the girl said, my dear sir, you don't know who the driver is. They said, who's the driver? That's my dad. I have faith that my dad will save me. I'm under the control of my dad. Because my dad is driving, my life will be nice. And the message is that because I am here and you're with me, you got saved. If it was not for me, my dad wouldn't have taken so much effort. He would have jumped out of the car and gone. Yes or no? The driver, the first thing they will do is jump out of the car. He could have done that one. But he didn't jump. He tried his best to save the car because his daughter was sitting there. The daughter was dear to him. Why the daughter? Because the daughter was dear to him, and the passengers who was next to the daughter, in the touch of the daughter, the passengers got saved. Likewise, if we are in the shadow of the devotees, we will be saved. That's the message we get from the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. So please try to stay in the association of the devotees. We will be saved. And the 11th one, the greatest thing that we have to know is to, in the 11th canto, we know is that getting the association of the Acharya, a guru. How? In the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Uddhava got the padukas, the sandals of Krishna. Before Krishna left this planet Earth, he gave his paduka, like Rama gave his paduka to Bharata in Ramayana. Likewise, Krishna gave his paduka to Uddhava. This paduka is representation of Guru. That means every one of us must have a Guru in our life. That is the only way that we can attain and please God and attain God. Guru's mercy. Without the Guru's mercy, we cannot do anything. That is 11th canto. 12th canto is, the last message in the 12th canto is, everything is within the Lord. Markandeya Rishi. The story of Markandeya Rishi is told in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Markandeya Rishi wants to see how the pralaya happens. The Lord showed him how the pralaya happens. He showed him how the pralaya happened. And then when he saw there was a small leaf, banyan leaf, and on the leaf there's a small baby was sucking his toe in his mouth. Who's that? You must know this painting, right? A small baby on the leaf, Vatapatra Shai, he was lying down and sucking his toes. And everything was within that body of that baby. From this we can understand everything is within the Lord. That is the one. So we finish 5 things. What is the first one? What is Bhagavatam? Number 2? Who wrote Bhagavatam? Number 3? Why? Number 4?
What's in the Bhagavatam?
Content, the subject. And number 5, essence. That's what we saw now. Number 6, benefit. And the benefit of what is going to benefit and the glory. We'll combine the 6 and 7 together in one sense. The main thing of 6th one is by reading, studying Bhagavatam, by having Bhagavatam in our house and worshipping Bhagavatam and reading every day few slokas of Bhagavatam, reading some pages of Bhagavatam, one gets the best thing in their life, that is bhakti. Because we are all have bhakti is, by the way, we are all doing bhakti. We are all doing, not that we are not doing bhakti. What are you talking? I am doing bhakti. Every day I am doing prayers. But this bhakti that we are talking is unalloyed bhakti. The bhakti that does not demand anything from God. Rather than what you can do to me, is reverse. My dear Lord, what I can do for you. That is bhakti. That is the real bhakti. Many times we also do bhakti, go to the temple, do puja, do fasting and do everything, thinking that I want to do this because my family should be nice. My children should pass exams. My health should be nice. My mother should be nice. Father should be nice. Job should be safe. Yes, yes or no? Many times we pray this one. Not bad. But higher than that is, my dear Lord, you are given enough in my life. And you're still giving life a lot of things in my life. Now how can I reciprocate to you? What can I do to you? That is what bhakti, that Krishna is expecting. That is what the bhakti is needed. That bhakti comes. Not just bhakti comes. With that bhakti comes the two byproducts, Jnana and Vairagyam. Jnana means the knowledge also comes, and Vairagyam is a detachment. A detachment. There should be some detachment in our life. If we get attached too much to everything, we'll never get out of this place. Yes? We'll not get out of this place. Some detachment, we have to develop some detachment. So that also comes. So Jnana Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagyam and Bhakti, all these things will be on our door, waiting for us to serve us, all the devatas. That's number 6. The last one, ready? The glory of Bhagavatam. From Bhagavata Purana. Now you all can release your seatbelt, relax happily. This is story time. Just a story and we are going to end. Simple story, very nice story. There are a couple of stories, but we'll only see one story today. So that I just want to keep it short. We'll see one story. The story of Gokarna. Gokarna. Now, in a place called Tungabhadra, there was a Brahmana whose name was Atmadev. He was living a very nice life. He's a very nice person, has all the Brahmanical qualities. Another 5-8 minutes we'll be done. Okay, so play attention here. The story time only. So he was very nice, a Brahmana, doing everything nicely. But his wife, Dundubi, her name is Dundubi. She was not a good person. She was lazy, cunning, not very chaste, all sort of things she was. But the Atmadeva wanted to have a son. Having son is not bad. Having children is not bad, as per Shastra. So he also had to have a son, so he can teach the Shastra to the son, and the tradition can continue. Right? So he didn't have a son. So he went to forest and meditated. At that time, a rishi came. The rishi came and said, "What is that happening? You seem to be not happy, Atmadeva. What is the problem with you?" He said, "My dear sir, you know everything. You should know what my problem is. I need a son, progeny. Santhanam. I need a son." And the rishi said, "You are good without your son." First thing he said is, "Be happy without your son." Sometimes this is what happens. We cry for what we don't have first, and then we cry for what we have. We pray for what we don't have, and then we pray why even we have this. That is a human tendency, psychology, right? So best prayer that we all can do to God is just do what is best for me. My dear Lord, you do what best for me. Because if you're going to temple, right? If you're going to temple, you will go with 5-6 list. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. This is what I need to take care, my Lord. You tell. But there are chances you missed out another 2. Yes or no? Because we don't know. Our vision is limited. Our knowledge is limited. We may even forget some important things behind things that are happening in our life. We don't even realize because we can only see within the 4 walls. Our knowledge is limited. Our Śakti is limited. Our Bāla is limited. Everything is limited. So best prayer to go to the temple and best prayer that we can do is, my dear Lord, do what best for me. You know the best because you are the Supreme Father, Supreme Controller, Supreme Protector, Supreme Guardian. You take charge of my life. I will do what is best. I will do what has been given to me to the best. That is what we need to do. We have to do our duty though. And God is not going to come and write exams for us. We have to do our exam. We do the best, He will take care of whatever it is. No, the Rishi said, "You will be happy, sir, without your son." He said, No. I want a son. I want a son. Okay. He gave a fruit to him, a special fruit. Take this, give it to your wife will be conceived. No problem. He said, okay, no problem. He became very happy. He fell at the feet and he went to his wife. He said, hello, hello, Dundi, Dundi, short form again. All the names are short, right? Everything short. Dundi, Dundi, come here, come here, come here. Dundi came. Hello, Prabhu, what's the matter? You know, I met this Rishi, and the Rishi, I told him our problem, and then he gave this fruit, and here is the fruit for you, you eat, and we'll have a child. And the husband went happily. Here is the problem. The wife is thinking, well, he looks at the fruit. If I eat this fruit, my tummy will become big. I'll become shapeless. Yeah, pregnancy is not a easy, we have to glorify mothers, what they have gone through in our life. It's not an easy thing. It's a lot of pains, lot of changes in them, psychologically, physically, mentally, so many changes the mother goes through. We take it granted about our mothers, but what they have gone through is we cannot pay back. As simple as that, we cannot pay back for what mother has done, our mothers have done. So she is thinking, my tummy will become bigger, hip will become bigger. And people will start thinking, hey, look at her, fatty, moti. They will stop. Then not only that, I cannot eat all the items because I'll start nausea. I'll be vomiting if I eat all the special items, all this item, fried item, pakoda, bhaji, samosa. I cannot eat. I have to restrict myself what to eat, what should not eat. And all the difficulties come. And what in case the baby inside does not come out? It's a problem. And baby coming out is painful. These are those days, by the way, right? What happens? So many complications to get a child. It's so difficult. And not only that, if the life ends after the baby is born, biggest problem to take care of the baby. Then where can I go to the noon show? Where can I go with my friends out into the mall? I have to take care of this baby. What will happen to my gang? WhatsApp group that I have? Friends, I miss out all the parties and functions. It's a headache to have a child. So she was thinking what to do. She immediately took her phone and dialed to her sister. Hi, sis. I said, what's the problem? What's the thing? Hey, come over here. I have some real big concern. But she said, no, I can't come now. I'm busy. Tell me what's the thing. And she said, listen, my husband wants a child and he has given a fruit. If I eat a fruit, I will become pregnant. Then I can have fun. But do you have any idea? I want to be as I am, but I cannot tell this to my husband. He'll get angry. What to do? And sister said, no problem. Why? He said, I am pregnant. That sister is pregnant. Let's make a deal. You give your property to my husband. I'll give my child to you. You pretend as if you're pregnant for 10 months. And I'll tell the people, my husband will be okay. I'll tell other people that I had a miscarriage. Problem solved. And they were wonderful. What a great idea. Everything is fine. One problem still remains. What is the problem? She's having something in her hand. What is it? The fruit. What to do with this fruit? Sister, don't worry. You have the cow in the corner in the backyard. Right? Give it to the cow. Let the cow eat. And then she went and gave the fruit to the cow. And months passed. She delivered and gave the baby to this. And they kept a name for this, Dundukari. Don't need to give these names to your children, by the way. These are Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, Dundukari. None of these names are you need to keep and call out at the time of the Dundukari. Ravana. Those are not names you want to keep, right? Rama you can keep. Damodara you can keep. Right? Anyway, so here Dundukari was born. Within few months, the cow also delivered. But for everyone's surprise, it was a human with a cow's ears. Therefore, that child called Karna. Go means cow, ears means Karna. Go Karna. The father becomes so very happy to see. Now he not only one son, he had two sons now. Right? Two sons. He become so very happy. But the only problem is Dundukari was useless. He was just a rogue. He was a rogue. He was doing all nasty things, completely nasty things. Father could not control him at all. He started spending, as he was growing, he's taking the money, stealing the money and spending on all wrong things, gambling and going to someone's house and spending nights over there and coming, all sort of things he was doing. Right? But Gokarna was completely opposite. Satvika, very, very, very biased and very nice boy. Right? The father was telling to Gokarna, your brother is like this, I don't know what to do. And the son gave advice to the father, saying, my father, be detached. Be detached. This is the time you have to meditate on the Lord and detach yourself. The father went to the forest and meditated and he left the body. But then Dundukari is still there. He started torturing his mother. He started bringing some four or five girls into the house, and mother also died. Passed away. She jumped into the well. She died. Killed herself. So Dundukari was sleeping one day, and that night, all the girls over there, they thought, this is not going to work. We have to steal all this guy's money before he get caught by the king. So what they did is they killed Dundukari. Dundukari was killed by the wives, so-called wives, who are not wife chased the girls. He became a ghost. Now he became a ghost. He was roaming everywhere. Gokarna, who went to Yatra, he went to Gaya and did a Shraddha for his parents. There he received a message that his brother also died. He did the Gaya Shraddha over there for his brother. He came back to the village. But then when he came back to the village, and when he was entering to the house, he heard all sort of sounds coming. The pot was jumping up and down, all these different things. What's happening here? All these different sounds. They said, then he understood there's some ghost here. It's been haunted. It goes. Then the people said, some voice came. I am ghost. Baby, of course you're ghost. So, what's your last name? I am ghost A. Oh, what is the Atmadev? What? That's my father's name. Who are you? Dundukari A. Dundukari Atmadev. Yeah. Hey, you're my brother. Yes, I'm your brother. What happened to you? This is what happened. But I already did a Shraddha for you. You must be not having ghost body. You should have gone back. And the Dundukari, this is the end point of it, the story. Dundukari said, that even if you do 100 Shraddha in Gaya, please understand the host here, please listen attentively. Even if you do 1,000 Shraddha going to Gaya, I won't be relieved. I won't be relieved. Do something else. Do something else. He said, do something else? What is that something else I need to do? And the ghost said, read Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days. 7 days. And then the Gokarna sat with the Panditji. They started reading Srimad Bhagavatam 7 days. And this ghost entered into the bamboo stick. And the bamboo stick has 7 knots. 7, there is a connection point, right? The knot will be there. The bamboo sticks has the parts. Each part there's a knot there, right? 7 knots were there. Every single day, 1 knot, as they finish one day, 1 knot will burst out. Tup. Second day, second knot. Tup. 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 7th day, 7th knot. From there, the ghost given a divine form, transcendental body. And he comes and thanks Gokarna for reading Srimad Bhagavatam to deliver him from this difficult, sinful condition. And he went back to Vaikuntha. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So that's what we covered today, or 7 points. First one, everyone together. First one, what we saw. What is Bhagavatam? Number 2, who wrote Bhagavatam? Number 3, why he wrote Bhagavatam? Number 4, content of Bhagavatam. Number 5, the essence of Bhagavatam. Number 6, benefits of Bhagavatam. Number 7, glories of Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you all very much. I don't even know what the time is now, but you are very attentively hearing. You're a very great audience here. Thank you. And please forgive me for any offenses. One last thing is that I brought Srimad Bhagavatam, and this Bhagavatam is what we spoke here. And if anyone is interested to invite Srimad Bhagavatam to their house, I have 2 more in my trunk. Please let me know. and it's a donation of $350 to the temple. If anyone wants to invite Srimad Bhagavatam, it is right here. Please invite to your home. That's the best thing that you can do after hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam is not different. You're inviting Krishna to your house and bringing auspiciousness in surround. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Again, to the host, my sincere thanks for having us here. Thank you. Thanks for opening your door, opening your heart. May Krishna bless you and your family to come. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much, everyone. And we are here another 5 minutes, maybe. You start singing Damodar Stakam. Everyone come here, offer your lamb to Lord Damodar. If you want to offer flower, is there. One by one, keep coming. Maybe ladies first, and then as soon as you are done, you can go for the prasadam. All right.